Good morning. Heart Rocks here. Just wanted to check in and give a little update. So we did skip a bunch of the snow. We actually skipped about 259 miles, which is a lot, but the conditions were quite dangerous. And as I said before, we're not snow mountaineers, we're backpackers. So we did skip the San Bernardino Mountains and Angeles Crest Mountains, but we have family there, so we're gonna go back and do that when it's safe for travel for us. And the truth is, most people have not jumped like we did, but they flipped. So I guess we're more jumpers at this point than flip-floppers. So they have, at Idyllwild or Paradise Valley Cafe, they jumped up to Walker Pass, many of them, or Tehachapi, and then they're flipping to hike southbound back to Paradise Valley Cafe as the snow melts. But we jumped, and we jumped up to Acton and went through what I call Desert Part 2 at this point. It's still a lot of the mountains up and down and up and down. Desert, what I call desert ladders, actually. Very steep and rocky and uneven terrain, but we made it through and the sun beaten on ya. Although I can't complain because we still have it a lot cooler than most people will. So we have been camping out in nature for quite a few days now. Kind of lost track. Just camped at Sawmill Campground, which is a quarter-mile off trail. Got water from a cistern. Got a couple fun little clips of that for you guys. And now we have the hikers behind us, the day hikers. Hello, guys. You can come on through to my video. This is Mama and the Wild Child.
How's it going?
Mama and the Wild Child on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll look you up.
Okay, cool. Happy trails. Okay, so those are the hiker dudes that were behind us. Very friendly guys. So let's see, where was I at? Yeah, so Desert Part 2, I would say, was Acton down into very groovy place, I hope, called HikerTown, because there aren't many places to camp out here because there's lots of private lands. So we won't probably get to HikerTown today, but probably tomorrow. And then we go to what I call Desert Part 3, which is the Antelope Valley, and where it gets flat. And you walk along the Los Angeles Aqueduct water, but there really isn't much of any water to access. So that'll be our next adventure. But yesterday, so the challenges have been, obstacles or opportunities, and the challenges have been the sun and this up and down terrain and water carries. But yesterday, along these beautiful trails, I mean, it's just so lovely. Yesterday in the evening, we've done some night hiking, and Kenna was up ahead of me. So I didn't know this happened, but she has these blue glasses, and it was patchy sun as the night was fading. And I guess it was reflecting, so she couldn't quite see the ground. And I think she also spooked a rattlesnake with the reflection, and it was right by her foot, and it coiled up and it started rattling. And apparently her instinct was to run, which worked. She bolted down the trail after she was so exhausted after our 17-mile day. She still bolted, and the adrenaline kicked in. And then the rattlesnake followed her for a while, but then it retreated, and she sat there in her shock. And I didn't know any of this had happened. And I was just thinking about cougars up on the, hillsides and whatnot, because it was dusk. And then I hear this sound, and I'm like, is that a cougar? And I'm like, that's not a cougar. And I'm like, holy crap, that's a rattlesnake. And sure enough, I saw its flickering rattle, and had my camera on already and stopped. So I just put the video on. I'll show you guys a little clip. It wasn't real clear, but he was coiled and ready to go, but he let me pass. So thank you, rattlesnake. It's been great. We saw little coyote pups, 3 of them, a few days ago, and now we are headed down, but we'll still have to do some up. All this lovely miner's lettuce everywhere. Oh, it's amazing. And so we'll camp again in nature tonight, and then it's HikerTown and Desert Part 3. So, miss you people. You all go through my mind so often. Oh, today was interesting because we were both it was such a beautiful camp, but you know, the navigating of space between two people, and especially mother and daughter, we're good because we just let each other have our space. But I can feel that, honestly, it's kind of part of the rite of passage of her independence as an 18-year-old. She's really good navigating the far out, so I let her do that, the navigation system. I was super tired. My shins were hurting in the arches of my feet after the 17-day hike yesterday. So she set up the tent and is very nurturing, but I think then gets frustrated with me that I'm a little slower. And that's no criticism. It's just two people finding their way together. As I said, especially mother and daughter. It's a beautiful journey. I'm beyond grateful for this time with her and all the reflection it gives me of how to be a kind human and give space for one another and tolerate each other, but speak up as needed and negotiate, navigate. I just love, love, love.